between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington football team. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier.
Nyheim Hines, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Graham Kino on for the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Graham Kino set to kick off.
Kino now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 24-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. The 40. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mike Evans, 76 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense. What's weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Devontae Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kicker on for the point after.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 68 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Kino's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3. They're going to file it away for the future.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington has retaken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is second and long. Now a give right side. Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
57.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Back-to-back good plays. Have him on the move on first down. Here's Hines on the toss play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes this Washington 28. Packers 24. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Line 52. Line 52. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Check. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28. Packers 24.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
DeAndre Swift.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Swift. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, here we go. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Packers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, look, three.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm here all day. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got you, boy, I got you, boy.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check that, street. Check.
Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He was trying to find equanimity as St. Brown. And it's 2nd down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Get in the weight room. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 99. Check 99. 19. Tracker. 19. Tracker. Watch the safety.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Washington going to send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.